It's Monday, December 19th. As you can see, we're not in the office. We're together, and we're in Nashville.
In beautiful, freezing cold Nashville.
I feel like I'm in Syracuse. I'm like, you guys are full of crap.
It's
in the
unbelievable.
South.
You got the Syracuse
Got
code
this,
up
baby.
in here. We're good to go. We're good to go.
So funny story. We're walking around yesterday doing interviews, and like I'm trying to stop people as they're walking, and I was like, people don't want to be stopped. And Kyle's like, people just know you're from the north.
They caught him. They saw him.
I was
from
like,
a mile
that's a bunch
away.
of crap, dude, because I thought people from the south are supposed to be nice.
No, it's a whole
I
thing.
can get people from the north easier
Yeah,
than
and I was just people were
faster.
coming up to me. They were like, "Can I talk?" No.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's all the ruse, but it is the week before Christmas. We are one day away from the year-end extravaganza. Our whole team is converging on Nashville as we speak in airplanes and trains and boats, and they're all hovercraft.
That's exactly what's happening.
That's kind of, not really, but we're setting up tomorrow, live stream, Tuesday between 2 and 4 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you join us. We're having a full Tonight Show style show. Jimmy Fallon might or may or may not be there.
We'll go with the
Elon Musk may or may not be there.
Right, exactly. No, it's going to be a ton of fun, and I just think like between the fun and the information. I mean, we've got Steve Greenfield, Alex Vetter, Atul Patel,
Liza, Scott
Patrick,
Simons, Damon.
It's just going to be a really packed couple hours of really good information and a lot of good laughs as well. So,
all right, let's talk about a little bit of news.
we got some stuff.
We got some stuff here today. We got some cold here today. We got a show to produce and get all that stuff ready. Look, we try not to talk about Elon Musk that much,
right,
but sometimes it's just unavoidable. Today, so he posted a poll yesterday, and at least 58% of the poll respondents, of which there were 17.5 million.
Good night.
Yeah, you launch a poll and 17.5 million people respond.
You got some attention.
And the basic question is, should I step down as CEO of Twitter? 57% or 58% said, yes, we should. On the news, Tesla stock jumped 5%.
Wow. Unbelievable, yeah.
Oh, and the what is it exactly? It reads, should I step down as head of Twitter? Question mark. I will abide by the results of this poll. And when he said that in the past, that's kind of why he owns Twitter.
It's why he owns Twitter. This is what I think is really interesting about this, because on the one hand, you see Tesla stock immediately jump. There's already been investors in Tesla asking him to step down as the Tesla CEO and add someone else because of the loss of focus. But this actually puts more focus back on Tesla. And hey, here's the thing. Like, when brand drives attention, things happen. And, you know, that I think that's a storyline through and through. Like, he does keep his word. Yep. He does continue to do things his own way. But also, like, he's built this brand that drives 17 million people toward attention. And all of the sudden, stock prices are impacted by it.
Well, you know, Tesla's gone, some of these investors are saying, without a working CEO ever since the deal closed. And you have to think, with all the challenges in the auto industry, with all the challenges Tesla's facing, all the headwinds, right? And we're not giving discounts, right? We're just reducing the price or whatever they call it, right? There's a lot of things going on, and to feel like in that turmoil, there's not a working CEO. Because if you think of all the attention he's put on Twitter, was on Tesla and probably SpaceX as well, it does have implications for Tesla, thereby implications on the entirety of the market and the entirety of the race. I think there are a lot of automotive CEOs, you know, like. We're not calling them traditional OEMs. Legacy automotive CEOs that are like, no.
Stay over there, boss.
Twitter's awesome, dude. They were all voting no, right? That's the 42% of the no votes came from the auto industry.
All legacy auto bots.
Yeah, right. I don't think we could put the bots together.
Speaking of the bots.
Oh, perfect.
Look at that. We don't have the segue button. We apologize. It's cold out here.
You hear it in your head, though.
Stop. Segue time. So Baidu Inc., which is a Chinese-based technology company, has this program called the Apollo program, which allows customers to hail and ride a fully autonomous robotaxi, and they have racked up over 1.4 million public journeys. Now, it's really interesting because right now the way that it works is they're using like traditional vehicles with this like crazy LIDAR thing on top of the car, retrofitting this thing, and so when you get in, it's almost like a ghost is driving, right? So there's the whole steering
turning,
yeah. And then also they render like a video of everything that the LIDAR is.
So you know what it's seeing.
So you know
it's comforting. Like, oh, it sees that person.
Yes.
Oh, it sees that car.
But it animates all of it, right? So like they translate it into an animated kind of video.
It'd be cool if you could switch the styles of the animation. Right? Like, I want to go like original Nintendo 8-bit.
Right.
I want to go anime.
Super Mario.
Right?
Yeah. What's really crazy is, and I think that this is just something that because they can drive the price down, because they don't have people in the vehicles, they're giving away this promotional program that essentially equates to driving 10 miles for 65 cents.
So they're doing that just to get more rides.
Just to get more rides, yeah. So, golly, I'm trying that thing out for 65 cents.
I know, because you're cheap like that. You're cheap like. Hey, look, you know the truth is that solving for this autonomous thing is really just about racking up the miles and experience.
Yep.
Like building the software. So, I mean, it seems like a great play. It seems like they're racking them up quick. 1.4 million rides, which do put a multiple on that for miles. I don't know how many like Waymo and stuff has.
Right.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, they said that Waymo and the Cruise are kind of like the biggest competitors that they're seeking kind of like global impact with, because right now they're mainly in a few cities just in China.
Do you know what they're retrofitting on top of? Like, is there a vehicle they're using?
No clue.
Did it say that?
It didn't even say that.
Just put on any vehicle you want.
But they do look wild. It is. You got to click through the link because it's
That's
like this
the real
whole
strategy.
it's like a big hat.
Everybody just sees it coming because it's so big.
Right, exactly.
Right. All right, last story for the day. We have to talk about soccer. I don't follow soccer. I've been a little bit out of the loop over the last few days, so I was looking forward to seeing my first World Cup final. I missed it.
Yeah.
But apparently it was one for like legend.
Yeah. So I missed it too, but I rewatched it late last night because everything all around the world was like, this is the greatest thing. So essentially, Argentina goes up 2-0, and then in 3 minutes at the end of the second half, one of the greatest players in the country or in the world, Mbappe, scores to tie it up. Then they go into overtime. Argentina scores again. Then France scores again. So it's 3-3. They go to penalties. Argentina ends up winning, which is a big deal because Lionel Messi, one of the greatest players of all times.
Even I know who that is.
Some consider him the actual GOAT, right? Kind of cements his legacy.
Which is global, right?
Right.
We're not talking about like pro football. We're talking about global sport.
Yep.
Greatest of all time.
Exactly. Yeah. So you know the
is
kind of
Messi
like
the guy that never goes down.
He doesn't.
That's why he's my favorite player.
He's really, he just stays on his feet.
I can't
it's incredible.
stand the drama, like soccer and basketball. Those two things, like there's just a lot of male drama, like a lot of complaining, a lot of arguing, a lot of crying. I don't take that. But when I saw that commercial, it was Messi. I was like,
that's the guy.
That's my favorite player, the guy that doesn't go down.
Exactly, and he loves his country. And you know, it's interesting because there was a lot of controversy surrounding the World Cup and being in Qatar, but it didn't disappoint. We had to wrap it up. They got lucky on the fields, and so here's my takeaway from this is like, if you're swimming in the river this week, people are talking about this. All of your customers, everyone on social media, all of that type of stuff are going to continue to talk about this World Cup for at least another week or two. So it's just something that
ride the wave.
I think if you're in business, being a part of that wave is something that we should be doing.
Yeah. So a little congratulatory thing, maybe a little sign, a little like banner in your showroom, a little Instagram post, whatever.
Yeah.
Just be in the mix.
Be in the mix.
Be in the mix. Well, we are in the mix. As you can probably hear the traffic going by if you're just listening today. If you're watching, you can see Nashville in the back. I got little clouds rolling in, a little something going on. We have a show to produce. We'll be online. Follow our social medias. We'll document a lot of the stuff. If you follow our Instagram account or LinkedIn, we'll be posting throughout the days so you can see kind of how we're building things together. Things come together. And please join us tomorrow from 2 to 4 Eastern. Just go to asoto.com or just follow our page on LinkedIn or Instagram, and we'll be live streaming or YouTube.
Yeah, all those places.
All right, we'll see you soon.
See you soon.